welcome to my channel Rhiartsy. I'm Rhianne and today we're going to be making this mouth with the tongue out, very cheeky. So I made 5 mouths a couple of weeks back and then I asked you guys which was your favourite one and then I would turn that one into a pattern or tutorial. So this was the winning one, if you didn't guess already. So yeah, all you're going to need is 2 shades of red, 2 shades of pink, your white and black yarn, and I just use DK weight yarn. But so long as your weights of your yarn are the same, I suppose you can use a different size, it's totally fine. I use 2.5mm hook, but you can go ahead and use your favourite size hook. Obviously that's going to change the size, but that's fine, I'm sure. Your scissors and a darning needle. So the project was really fun and I think it's quite an easy one, you know, to do. I really enjoyed making it again and narrating it and voicing my thoughts. You know, it's still a challenge, but I really did enjoy it. So I hope you do too. Once you've made your piece, please, if you do share it to any sort of social media, tag me in it. I'm on mainly on Instagram, but I have got a TikTok, I've got a Facebook, and obviously I'm on YouTube. So yeah, tag me across all the platforms, that'd be great. Follow me as well, that'll be even nicer. And then what you can do is turn it into some sort of patch for a jacket, a handbag. I'm gonna put a bit of material on the back after I've tidied this up a little bit. I'm not gonna sew them in because I haven't got that much time to sew in my ends, no. So I'm just gonna knot them, cut them back, put a bit of material on the back and add a brooch pin. And then I'm gonna probably wear it as a brooch, or hairpin. I don't know, something cool. And yeah, as always, any questions, just leave them in the comments below or reach out on social media and I'll help you however I can. So best of luck and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye. No, I'm not going yet. You gotta watch the video now. So enjoy the video.
Let's start with our white yarn and we're going to be making the teeth to begin with. So white yarn. If you make a slip knot to start doing a couple of chains, and we're going to be making each tooth individually. It's the way that, well, not each tooth, I think the first 2 or 3 would be a good start. So to start with, I've got my slip knot. I'm going to be making let's say 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my 4 chains. Then what I want to do is put my thumb where that 4th chain is so I know where it is. And I'm going to be doing another 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Now that one, including where my thumb is my first double crochet. So I'm going to slip it back 1, yarn over, and then into that, well, it's that 3rd chain that we did. That's where I'm going to be putting a double crochet. So double crochet and then double crochet into the next chain. And then in that last chain, the one that we started with, I'm going to do another double crochet. And now this is the top part of the tooth. Oh, hang on. Sorry. This is the top part of the tooth there. And this is going to be the straight edge at the bottom. So what I want to do to hold that shape is chain 1. And then I'm going to work into that double crochet, the stem of that double crochet. And what I want to do is just pop my hook in and just do a slip stitch like so. And then I'll just fit another slip stitch next to it, still in that stem, which then will take me round to the other side of that chain so I can work up the other side. So what we'll do, if you slip stitch into the back side of the chain, just do 1 more slip stitch. So that's 3 slip stitches across the bottom. Okay, so now we're on the other side. If you chain 1, and I want you to single crochet into that same space there that we did the slip stitch in. And then we'll go up in the next one, in the next chain. That's another single crochet. and then a single crochet in the next one, and then this last one here, which is that those chains that we did as the single crochet, as the double crochet. Hang on. And what I want to do is those few chains that we left there as our double crochet. I'm by that point now, so I'm by there now. I'm going to slip stitch into there, like so. And that's given us a good start. Okay, so that's our first tooth. So here we go. Let's cut that. And we're going to make another one exactly like that. And I'll pop that by there. Here we go. So let's make another one. So we're doing our slip knot. Pop our hook in. We'll chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop your thumb. You might pop your thumb on the third chain from the hook. Chain another 3, 2, 3. All of those, they will be our double crochet. So yarn over and double crochet into that chain that you had your thumb on, the third chain that you did. So that's your double crochet into the next, double crochet in the next, and there we go. Right, so that is the top of your tooth, and that is the straight edge at the bottom. So we're going to do a couple of stitches across the bottom just to hold that shape. So we'll do that by chaining 1, and we're going to use the stem of that last double crochet. And what we're going to do is slip stitch into the stem. So we'll do 1 stitch, slip stitch, and then do another slip stitch next to it. So that's 2 slip stitches into that double crochet stem. And now we're on the other side of those starting chains. So we'll slip stitch into that first space there, which is on the other side. Then I want you to chain 1 and then single crochet into that same space. And now if we can do another single crochet in the next, and then another one in the next one. There we go. So that's 3 single crochets working our way up the other side of the chain. And then just to finish that tooth, we're going to slip stitch into the side there. Basically, I just slip stitch into those chains that we left that acted as our double crochet. Okay, there we go. And we can cut that. And that's the tooth. There we are. So the slip stitches, they are the bottom of the tooth, and this is the top. There we are. Right. What I want you to do now is to take your 2 teeth, or the 2 teeth that you just made, and I want you to stitch them together like that. Turn them around and just connect the back loops of those teeth, okay? It just so that we've got something that defines the teeth, the individual teeth, okay? So here we go. Grab a bit of, you can either use what's dangling behind or just get a fresh piece of yarn, which is what I'm going to do. It's going to be full of yarn now at the back. So I'm just knotting the one end. Here we go. So I flip them around, and now I've got my crochet darning needle, or my darning needle, sorry. And I just want to connect the 2 together. So just holding them together like this. I'm just going to be picking up just the back of the, just some little bits really from behind. Here we go. Like that. And then just connecting it. Even if you end up splitting the yarn a bit, taking your darning needle, not fully through one section, that's absolutely fine, because you're not really going to see this. Well, you're not going to see it at all. So I'm picking up a back loop again. I'm just going to stitch that together like so. So you can see what I'm doing there. It's nothing magical. I've just found that if I've just stitched it together as I normally would if I was making like a blanket of sorts, then you can't see the shape that you've just created for the teeth. I don't know, it just doesn't stand out enough. Here we go, and I'm just going to do one more stitch here. I really must remember to paint my table because it's gone very, looks a bit scabby again now, doesn't it? So my coffee stains and where my hook has scratched the table, and I don't know, just a bit messy. Anyway, okay, so that's a couple of stitches done in the back. You don't really have to knot it, it's fine. And I'll just flip it round. Do you see what I mean? So you've still got the definition of the individual tooth, okay? Hopefully that has made some sense. And that's how I make all of my teeth when I'm doing a portrait with teeth, okay? So I want to do another tooth next to each side. So we'll start with the right hand. And I'm just going to, sometimes depending on how I don't know, how big I want the tooth, I'll do it individually and just do the same again. But for this piece, I'm happy now with those two, and I'm just going to, attach it to the side. So we'll start on the right hand. So if you flip it around, and what I want you to do is using the back loops. So just the back loops, that's what we're going to be working into. So join it by there. Let's get our whites. There we go. Now, if we can chain 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Yarn over, and I want you to do a half double crochet in that same space. Yarn over, half double crochet in the next one. Yarn over, half double crochet in the third one. There we go. And what I want you to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I want you to slip stitch in that same space that we did that last half double crochet. There we go. Cut that. Leave it a bit longer, I would, because we'll just reconnect that rather than having so much yarn behind. And I'm going to just do a couple more stitches, starting at the bottom again. So I'm just going to pop my hook in the top of the chain 3 that we did. I'll pull my yarn from behind in like that. So chain 1, single crochet in the same space like so. Now we don't have to work into the back loops because this is going to be the same tooth, okay? So that was a single crochet in the next one. There we go. I'm going to pop in a single crochet again. Single crochet in the next, single crochet in the next, and then those last chain 3 that we did, slip stitch into the side like that, pull through, and then that's our extra tooth added. There we go. And we just want to do the same on this side. But because I crochet from right to left, I'm starting at the top side, okay? So we'll flip it around. So you want to count 1, 2, 3, well, hang on, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. So in the chains, that's where we're going to join it. So grab your white yarn. And again, you can use, I might actually use what's hanging actually, because there's going to be too much to work with. So I'm going to just use what I've got behind until I run out. So pull it through, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, half double crochet in the same space, yarn over. So going through both loops, we're going to both loops. No, sorry, got ahead of myself. So yarn over, going through the back loops only. We're going to do a half double crochet in the next one, half double crochet in the next, like so. What we want to do now is we're going to work back up this side of the tooth by chaining one, flipping it around. And I don't normally turn my work when I'm doing portraits, but this is just this is going to be a small few, so I don't think it's going to matter. So we're going to work through both loops, and we're going to do single crochet in the next one, single crochet in the next, and then I just want to do a slip stitch into those chain stitches that we made. There we go. And that's going to finish it off. There we go. That's my 4 teeth made now. Hopefully that's starting to come together for you as well. Now I just want to do a couple of white stitches here to give the impression of a couple more teeth. So grab your yarn again, your white yarn. I'm just going to get some new yarn now. I want to join it, so that's the bottom. So I'm working on the right hand side first, twist it up. So in the back loop at the bottom, join your yarn. Okay, so we're not only going to go up so far this time. So we've got chain 1, chain 2. Okay, so we'll do a yarn over and half double crochet in the same space. Yarn over, back loop only, half double crochet in the next one. And then I want you to chain 1 and then slip stitch into that same space. There we go, and cut that, pull through, and then tuck it behind. There we go. So this then will help us build some shape on the lip with the lips. So it's starting to go down now. So you can imagine, yeah, hopefully that's going to work. Right, we need to mimic that on the other side now, but starting from the right hand side. So if we work in the back loops only, if you can, let's see. So count 2 stitches up, and I'm going to insert my hook there in the back loop. And what I want to do, is that even the back loop? Hang on. Wait a second. Yeah, there we go. Now I've got it. Back loop. I'm going to insert my yarn. I'm going to chain 1. And what should I do? Half double crochet. Half double crochet in the same space. Half double crochet in the next back loop, like so. And then if we chain 2, slip stitch into that same back loop. And then that finishes that side off. So we'll cut that, pull through, and then hide it around the back. There we go. So that's the teeth coming together. Next, we're going to be using the black yarn. So grab your black yarn, and now that you've done your teeth like this, we're going to be working upside down a second. Not for long, just for a few seconds or a few minutes. So starting, now that your teeth are upside down, we'll start to the right. And what I want to do is right at the far corner, in a back loop, I'm just going to pop my black yarn. This is when I'm going to add it. So here we go. Like so. Oh, hang on, I'm going to do that again. Split the yarn a little bit. It doesn't matter too much when I do that, but I want to be a bit neater for this one. Okay, so to start with, let's do a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then what I want you to do now is slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, like so, right? Then I want you to single crochet in that first chain that we did, like this. So now we're going to be working along the bottom of the teeth with some half double crochets. Okay, so if you yarn over, now where we connected that yarn, we'll start there. Okay, so we'll do a half double crochet where we joined it. There we go. All right, now we're gonna work our way across. So for the little teeth at the side, let's fit hair. How does hair get in that? I'm going to be working in the back loop, but it's going to be fiddly because some of them, especially here, I think they were slip stitches. So do your best to sort of force in a half double crochet in back loops. So here we go. That's a half double crochet. Now, there we go. I think that's fine. So in that one section, I've just put one, and I'm going to try and remember that when I get to this part and do one there as well. Oh, so yarn over. I'm in this tooth here now, and I'm going to pop a half double crochet in there. This is just going to be the fiddliest part. Once we've done this, it's not so bad. There we go. Half double crochet. Going to do another one. So well, I think that was the side of the double or half double crochet we did, but we working down the stems is fine. Okay, now come to the first tooth that we made. Oh, there's a massive fly in here. It's so annoying. I might have to go and get it. Right. Okay, I didn't get the fly. It flew back upstairs. Okay, so in the next next tooth, let's try and get in the back loops 3 in each of those 2 individual teeth that we made. So that's 1 half double crochet, and I'm working into the back loops still. 2, and I'll get a 3rd one in. There we go. So I've got 3. I did manage to do it, and it's feeling okay. So there we go. So let's get another 3 in that next tooth. So that's 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then in this one, I think I'll try and get 2. Oops, hang on. So, oh goodness, hang on. Try that again. 3rd time lucky. No. Sort of making the yarn go very funny. Hang on. There we go, that's better. So 1. You know, that's like you can see there, it's pulling. So I need to sort of just yank it a bit at the back, which is fine. You can make some little knots at a later stage. Yarn over, and let's do a second half double crochet in that tooth here, the one that we added. Oh, that fly is back. Oh, honestly. Oh, right. Okay, and then in that little tooth here, we're going to stretch over. You're kind of skipping a head here. Might have to, yeah, it should be okay. I'm going to pop a half double crochet in there, which is, I'm going to do that again. Half double crochet, like so. And then I'll do a single in the same space. There we go. There we are. So it's looking like that. And now I need to do a couple of chains to try and mirror this side. It doesn't have to be exact. It'll be, but yeah, we'll get it as close as. So we're going to go 1, 2. I'll just do 2. And we'll slip stitch. No, we'll do 3. Sorry. 3 chains. Slip stitch into the second stitch. Like so. Half double crochet. Do I want to do half double? No, we'll do a single. Sorry, guys. Single crochet in the next. And look. So if I just joined it like that, it's going to pull it up a little bit too much. So I want to sneak in a half double crochet, maybe in the same chain as that last single crochet, like that. And then, yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then what I want to do is slip stitch into the side where we did, where we sort of finished at the side of that tooth with the black, kind of like that. So, and just check. There we go. I think that'll be fine. There we are. Right. pop that around the back. There. That's how it's looking so far. Okay, now I want to just do a couple of stitches joining, well, sort of here, going up to about that tooth there, and the same on that side. So we'll start with the right hand side with the black. So just pop your hook into the corner of that little, I don't know, that little loop stitch that we kind of made. Grab your yarn, pull it through like so, and we'll start by doing chain 1, and then in the next sort of, I don't know, back loop or stitch that you can see, it doesn't have to be back loops, I think that is a back loop, single crochet. In the next one I'll do another single crochet, in the next one another single crochet. So I've managed to fit in a few singles there. And as I'm getting to this part here where it's going to, I want to fill this gap there between the black and the white of the tooth. So I think it's better to do a half double crochet, and I'm going to just work it into the top of those black stitches here. So half double crochet, and then just see how your work leans across. I think that's fine. So what I want to do now is the top of that last little tooth that we did here, I want to just connect it with a slip stitch like so. Okay, and then yeah, perhaps then we'll do a chain 1 and then just sort of yarn over, and then what I want to do is on this tooth here, you can see a stitch there, and I'm going to pop my hook in and finish in the back loop, and I'm going to do a half double crochet like that and just see if that sits nice. I think we can get away with that. So chain 2, right, and then let's, in the side of this tooth there, the next sort of stitch up in the back loop, let's slip stitch and see how we're looking. Let's have a look, cut it, and then put it around the back. Oh, that fly. There we are. So that's that side. There we go. Right, so we're going to try and do something similar this side, which, yeah, with Freeform, you don't have to memorize what you're doing, but for the purpose of this video, that's what I'm trying to do, so that you can make some sense of it and follow along. So let's start with the left-hand side. So you can sort of see here, we joined it around about there. So we'll try and mirror it. So that's where we're going to join our black, about here on the other side, like that. Okay, so grab your black. I'm just going to do that again because I split the yarn too much and it doesn't look right. There we go. Pull it through a bit. Right, so start with it's not going to be exactly the same as that side because I can't remember already. So I did a chain 1 to begin with, and I'm just going to do a half double crochet into the next back loop. Well, that one right there. I'm working on this tooth still. So half double crochet there. There we go. Now, if we slip stitch into the, well, just sort of lean across, and you can see there's a little loop there. I'm going to slip stitch into there, like so. All right. And now I want to yarn over, and then I don't know, skip that one stitch there, and I'm just going to go into a back loop next to it, like so. All right, half double crochet. All right, there we go. Yarn over, and where we joined it there, I'm going to pop another half double crochet in there, like so, and then do some single crochets along this tiny side of those few chains that we did to start on that side. So single crochet, I might do another single crochet, and then in that little loop here, or just right at the very tip there, I'll do a slip stitch. And I'm just hoping that that mirrors the one side as best as, yeah, that's good. I just have a little look. That's not bad. I think we can get away with that. There we go. Next, we're going to add a couple of small black stitches along the top of the teeth here. So if you want to grab your piece so far, we'll start on the right hand side, and where we've done some of our joining slip stitches here, I'm gonna just work back little tiny bits and just sort of pop my hook in there just to the side of that slip stitch, and that's where I'm going to join the black. There we go. All right, and I want to start with a chain one, and I'm going to just work into the tops of the teeth. So in this tooth there, I'm going to work in the back loop. I'm going to do a single crochet, and then in the next one, I'm going to do another single crochet, and I'm still on that same tooth, like so. I'm going to skip that little gap, and I'm going to pop my hook in onto the bigger tooth that the individual tooth that we made there. So I'm going to pop my hook in there and do a single. There we are, like so. I might try and fit 3 singles on each of the 2 larger teeth that we did, okay? That's one single. So in the back loop, I'm going to fit another single, and then next to it, another single. And then you've got a little gap, but we're going to skip it. And then we're going to try and fit another 3 singles in the next tooth. So here we go. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we're back to the sort of side teeth that we added. And I'm going to skip a little gap there, and I'm going to work 2 single crochets into the stitches in that tooth. And I'm going to finish with a slip stitch where we joined the black on that side. Slip stitch there. I might just bring it up one more. So even though I slip stitched in there, I want to do another slip stitch into the side of the black just to tie it together a bit. There we go. I think that'll be fine. Now we can leave a long bit of black yarn because we're going to be doing some surface stitching with our darning needle actually to highlight the individual teeth. Okay, so I'm going to leave, just going to cut a piece off like that, nice and long. I'm going to define the teeth now. Okay, here we go. So let's just get all I'm going to do is get my darning needle and thread that piece of yarn through. Ooh. If I can, nope. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay. So all we're going to do for now is just, so we know we've got a little tooth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We did 6 teeth. And we just want to sort of gauge, yeah. So I'm going to, starting on the left-hand side, like so, I'm going to mark, I'm going to just sort of do a line, very simple. I'm just going to pull it down like that. So I'm going to just pop it into the black there. I'm going to just outline that first little, or that little side tooth there. Okay, so there we go. Oops, brought some, there we are. Right, 1. There we go, so that's 1. Then I want to go from the top here, because I know that's where the next one is. Because I can see, I'm going to pull it down like so. Try and get into the black rather than, yeah, go into the gaps. It's quite gappy at the bottom. There we go. 2. And then in the middle, so let's pop one in the middle. And just, hang on. Like so. Pop one in the middle. Just gonna, there we go, do that. like so, and the same next to it. And pop it down there. And then one last one here. Hang on. And down there. There we go. So that's the teeth just sort of outlined. We don't get, it's very cartoon vibes, okay? So yeah, it's going to be cool by the time it's finished. There we go. So, and then you can tie it off if you like, so it doesn't wiggle around too much. If I can find it, is that it? Yeah. I'm just going to tie it at the back. There we are. That took 2 seconds. That's good. Right. Let's start making the tongue. Right. So you're going to need your 2 shades of pink, a darker pink and a lighter pink for the highlight. So for the tongue, we're going to start with the lighter pink, the highlight part of the tongue. So you just unravel a bit of yarn to get you going. And what we'll do, we'll start by doing our slip knots so that we can begin doing a few chains just to get us going. We need to create a shape to build on. So here we go. Let's start with, well, I'm going to do 6 a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains. And I just want to use it as a bit of a guide. I think that'll be fine. So 6 chains, that's going to be roughly the width of the highlight of the tongue. But I want to pop my thumb, so 2 chains from the hook. So that's where I'm going to put my thumb, because I'm going to do another 1, 2, 3 chains. And that is going to be my double crochet. It's going to act as my double crochet. So yarn over, and where your thumb is, I'm going to pop in a double crochet. Like so. And then we're going to do yarn over, and then in the next chain we're going to do a double crochet again, and then I want you to do a half double crochet in the same space, in the same chain there, half double crochet, and then yarn over, half double crochet in the next, yarn over, in the same space do a double crochet, double crochet in the next, and then that last chain, what I want you to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into that last chain. Whoop, there we go. Got it. You can see a nice little sort of shape starting to happen here. Don't want it to be perfectly straight. So what we'll do now, we're going to work underneath that chain. We'll start now by just doing a chain 1 to get us going. And then in the next one, we'll do a single crochet. And then if you do a yarn over, half double crochet in the next. And then let's just slip stitch into the next space. And then we're going to yarn over, half double crochet in the next. And then single in the same space. And then slip stitch into the next, which is those chains that we left as our double crochet, like so. There we go. So we've got a nice little shape there to begin with. There we go. Cut that, pull through, and tuck it round the back. All right. It's going to be sort of like this. Right. So now that's it for our light pink for the minute. I think that's it anyway. Yeah. So now just get your darker pink for the tongue. And let's just do, yeah, a couple of stitches all the way around. So what we'll do, this is the chain. We started here, went across, and then this is the back stitches. So I'm just trying to, so we hold it the same way. So the taller stitches that we did on the top side, on the main side, that's where we're going to start. So in those chains that we left, so kind of eyeball it a bit, and well, in the right, that's where I'm going to be joining my dark pink. So if you want to do the same, so pull it through, like so. Right, so start by chaining 1 in the same space. Let's do a single crochet. All right, and then we don't have to go in back loops or anything like that, but if you do, it's no big deal. So if you accidentally do it, that's fine. So you can see here, I've got my stitches here. This one's a bit weird, so I'm just going to skip that. In the next one, I'm going to be doing my single crochet. All right, in the next one, half double crochet. Next one, half double crochet. Yarn over, half double crochet. Half double crochet in the next. And as we get closer to the other side, let's have a look. Let's do a half double crochet. And then in those few stitches that we did here, let's pop a single like that in that chain there. And then we're going to just work around the side. So in the same space, I'm going to do another single, and that sort of eases it as we go around the side, rather than it will help keep our work nice and flat. So then working down the side of those chains, let's do a single crochet, right, like that. In the next one, we'll do a half double crochet. And as we get to this, well, the underneath part, well, you can see here, there's another little weird slip stitch thing. So I might just do a half double crochet in the back loop there, just to, hang on, do that again. There we go, half double crochet like that. And now I can sort of, yeah, start working on the underneath part. So what I want to do is yarn over, and actually in the same space, I feel like it needs a double crochet. So I'm going to do a double crochet. And again, that brings my stitches nice and round so that it's not going to curl the work. Now, I'm going to be working into all the stitches underneath. So yarn over. You can see this little stitch there. It's going to be awkward, I can tell. It's quite a tight one. Ooh, there it is. So pop in a double crochet. Double crochet like so. Yarn over. Double crochet in the next. I'm going to keep doing double crochets. Double crochet. And then this is that little slip stitch, but there we go, or something. Double crochet in there. Sorry, let's get rid of that fluff. Double crochet in the next one, like so. And then double crochet there. I've gone for a back loop by here. Okay, it's just, yeah, there we go. Some weird stitches here. Yarn over, double crochet in the other back loop. There we go. Now, as I'm turning to finish it off around this side, I want to yarn over and do a half double crochet in that same stitch here. So half double crochet, there we go. And then I want to do a half double crochet. Oh, you can see it's looking a little bit messy by there, like stitch wise. I've forgotten what they kind of were. Could have been a mixture of chains, slip stitches and all that. But I'm going to just pop in a half double crochet there. So there we go, got rid of some fluff. Then I'm going to do in here a single, and then where we joined it, I'm going to pop a single in there as well, which will bring your sort of stitches around so that you can slip stitch into that first single crochet that we did. Phew, there we go. There. So that's starting, yeah, building up our tongue. Cut that. So let's continue building up the tongue just with the pink, the dark pink. So we're going to start with the left hand side now. So pick up your work, and then around about here is where I'm going to be joining some more of the pink. There we go. Here we are. Pull it through like so. Put my teeth there. Right, so chain 1 to begin with. And then in that next stitch, we're going to do a single. In the next one, we're going to be doing a half double crochet. And then in the next one, we'll do a double crochet. Whoops, I did a half double then by mistake. Hang on. Whoop, try that again. Oh dear. Double crochet. Right, and now, because we're going to be working underneath, I think it needs another double crochet in there, in the same stitch. So 2 double crochets in that last one. There we go. And now let's double crochet all the way across the bottom. Double crochet. Double crochet. That's 3. Let's get some more. Ooh. Get some more my pink yarn. Put my teeth back. Here we go. Double crochet again. Double crochet. And another. And as I'm getting closer to the other side, you know, you can see it's sort of like that. I think I could do another double there. And then I'm going to treat that part, the next one, as my sort of working around to the other side. So double crochet in there too. And I want you to do a half double crochet in the same stitch. All right. Half double crochet in the next. Single in the next. And then slip stitch in the next. There we go. And we'll cut that off. Pull it through and just keep building on it from there. There we are. So let's do some more. Right, so there it is. That's the way I want it to go. So let's continue working this side. So here we go. This is the slip stitch that we started on the last round. Round or row. That was a single crochet, and the second stitch in, that's where we're going to be joining our pink. So grab your pink and put it through. Chain 1 to get us going. In the next one, we're going to be doing a single crochet. Yarn over. In the next one, we'll do a half double crochet. In the same space, we'll do a double crochet. In the next one, a double crochet. I might do another double crochet in that one as well, because I feel like my work is going to be a bit too curly, a bit too tight if I got not enough stitches. Right, so that was 2 in that one, and then we're going to do some more double crochets across this side of the tongue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, can you see my work starting to curl? So this is where freeform crochet is quite difficult to pattern, like what I'm doing now. So, and you can actually look at that, it's perfectly lying to the right. So you can see my stitch is being pulled back that way when it's flat. So it needs another stitch in there to give it a bit more, to give it a bit more room to play with. There you go. So that straightened it up nice right there. Okay. And that's where our pieces may differ as we go forward in any piece that I'm doing, because our stitches and our tensions are different. Yeah, it's you will get a feel for when your work is going to be curling too much and you need another stitch, or when you've put in too many stitches, because if you put too many stitches in, then it is going to be really kind of just bent and like that, you know. And it just takes practice and getting a feel for it, and yeah, that's the only way I can explain it really. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So sometimes you might not feel the need. It might be too many stitches if you did 2 in that. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, sorry, I digress. So I'm going to carry on. So double crochet in the next one, double crochet in the next, and I'm getting quite close now to the other side. So in that next stitch, I'm going to do a double crochet, and then I'm going to do a half double in the same stitch. There we go. And then I'm going to do a half double in the next one. And in that same stitch again, I'm going to do a single. Then I'll do another single. And that's where we finished it off. And I just want to do a slip stitch into the next, like so. There we go. So it's looking like that, mine is. And pull it through the back. Let's grab the teeth. There we are, looking like that so far. I think it needs to be a bit bigger. Let's continue with the tongue. Grab your dark yarn again, your dark pink. Now, we're going to start here again to the left of the tongue. Wait, okay, let me just pick it up and pull it to the side. So that's where we joined it last time. Okay, so if we do the similar thing as the last time, so we'll skip that first stitch here and join it next to it there. So slip stitch, or the chain one, sorry, single crochet and a stitch next to it. That's where I'm joining. Pull through your pink, chain one, in the next one single, in the next one half double crochet, in the same space we'll do a double crochet, and then we'll do some more double crochets along the bottom of the tongue. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now about here is where I feel the need for another stitch in the same space. Okay, see, you can see my stitches are leaning again to the right, so I'm yarning over an extra double crochet in there and carry on then. Double crochet in the next, double crochet in the next one. That's fine. I might do another one in the same space, double crochet. There we go, just to give me a bit more to play with. In the next one, double crochet, in the same stitch, half double crochet, half double crochet. Now we can do a single in the next one. And okay, so I'll just show you where I'm finishing. So that's where we finished it last time, by here with our slip stitch. So it's leaving me with 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. So what I want to do is in that stitch there, I'll do a single, and then in the third stitch back, if we're working back, I'm just going to do a slip stitch there. I think that will be fine for this to finish it there. There we go. Yeah, cut that and pull through the back like so. There we are. So that's how it's looking. There we go. Yeah. Right. Ooh, it's looking, maybe we can just do a few more just to exaggerate the tip of the tongue, maybe. That's what I might do. So grab your tongue. Your crochet tongue, not your real tongue. Turn it upside down, all right, so that the highlight is at the bottom. So let's have a look. We just want to exaggerate the tip of the tongue a little bit more, just for fun. So using your dark pink, right, let's have a look. So that's where I joined it last time, just to give you a visual. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, about the third stitch up, like so. I'm going to join my yarn like this. Right, here we go. So chain 1 to begin with. In the next stitch, to do a single crochet in the next one, single in the next, and then roughly as you get, again, you have to just judge it by eye, roughly to the middle, we want to sort of bring our stitches up and then work them back down again. So I think that this next one can be a half double in my case. And then I want to do, I would say that's roughly the middle for me. So I'm going to do a double crochet for the tip of the tongue, like so, like that. I'm going to do another one in the same one. Double. There we go. And then in the next one, I'll do half double crochet and then go back down to singles. So you're just sort of, exaggerating it a little bit. Single again in the next one, single in the next, why not? And then just finish with a slip stitch, like so. So there we go. Cut that. There we are. So you can, just do something similar. Well, my tip is a little bit more to the left, but it's a tongue, it's fine. And it's freeform, so I'm happy with that. There we go. That's how it's looking. It's going to be a nice long tongue. There we go. Right. Okay. Now, it's joining them together. Oh, excuse me. Lost my teeth. There we go. Let's stitch the tongue now to our teeth. So you can either use some of the black that you have left over. I'm going to use black to connect the two. And what you want to do is just get your tongue and you want it to be center. So the two teeth there. So let's have a look. Just make sure it's sitting where you want it to sit. Middle. Roughly middle. Okay. So I'm just going to use some of the black that's left over from making that section. Hang on. And let's pop it through like so. Oh, I'm going to use a different needle because that's rubbish. Right. Oh, that's a nice, easy, big one. Right. Okay, so holding, again, it's a similar thing with the teeth. We're using black going into pink. So yeah, you want to just sort of, it doesn't matter where you stitch in with the black, but with the tongue, we want to just nip the back loops. Okay, so you're not going to sort of see that black yarn too much then when it's finished. Okay, so holding your tongue in place and your teeth like so, like that. I'm just going to, actually I'm going to go in here to the black. Hang on, let's bring it through like so. Hang on, I'm going to get yarn everywhere now. There we go. Right, okay, so I'm in there. Now I'm just going to pop my my needle in the back loop of the tongue and then just go back into the teeth like that. So just do a couple of stitches along the top really. Back loop in there and then back through like so. Back loop like this. Back loop of the tongue. Stick it through the black of the teeth. There we are. I might do another one. Just double check that it's going to sit right, you know, before, because obviously if I stitch it too much, it's going to lean to the side or something like that, but we don't want that. So, right. Okay, I can do one more, I think. So I'm going to pull it through like so. Let's have a look now. Yeah, I think that's enough. And I'll just fill these areas then with stitches. So I'm just going to pop my, just hide it around the back. I'm just going to just pop it through. Oops. There we are. There. So that's how I've connected it. Okay, so next we are going to build this section up in black, fill it in black there, and the same this side here. Right, So we'll start this side, okay? So flip your teeth and tongue to the side like so. And what we'll do, I'm going to join it some black in the back loop here. All right, so here we go. What we'll do, dog hair, oh, oh dear me. Right, here we go. So in the back loop, I'm going to do a chain 1. In the same back loop, I'll do a single crochet. Then I'm going to yarn over and do a half double crochet in the next. And I'm just sort of grabbing back loops. So you can see it's going to be a little bit awkward because it's where we kept joining our yarn to build it up. So you can see where we've done a chain 1 and carried on. So we're going to be using those loose stitches almost as well. We're going to have to. So yarn over, where we joined it, that's where I'm going to be adding a double crochet, like so. And what I want to do, this is where it gets a bit fiddly to explain, but I want to sort of pull it like that, yeah? So what I want to do now is twist it round, and I just want to connect the side of that stitch, that side of those stitches there, to the corner of the mouth, like so. I'm just going to slip stitch and connect it, cut it, and pull through. All right, there. And that is filled in that gap there. And we can add some stitches just to neaten it up and pull it in a bit tighter. I think it'll be fine though. Yeah, I'll just hide this little loop there, this little string yarn on the back. There we go. There we go. Right, so something similar I'm going to do on this side. I can see already that this side is got more, is actually a bit longer, but that's fine. So, right, okay. So for me, it's going to be a few stitches out. So it's actually where I did some slip stitch or joined there. So I'm going to pop my hook in the back loop like that. And that's when I'm going to join the black. Okay, so I'm just going to fill that gap and hopefully it will work. So I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, yarn over in the next back loop, or sort of in here. Look, you see what I'm doing? It's like a back loop area. Ugh. Hang on, let's do a double crochet. So I just want to make it so it's similar. It doesn't have to be exact. I think I could do another double crochet in that back loop there. Like so. Double crochet. Let me have a look. Yeah. All right. If I just twist it around, you can see what I'm doing there. Now I'm going to slip stitch. Oh, sorry. There we go. So to the side of here, I'm going to slip stitch. I can't quite, you might be able to get right into that corner, but I'm going to just, so I don't stretch it too much, I'm going to slip stitch into the side of the black there, like so, right? And just sort of leave it like that. Cut it, and then, yeah, I can just sort of tuck it into the corner now, maybe. Like, there we go. Voila. Right, let me just pull it all a bit, because it's all loosey-goosey. There we go. So that's not bad. That's how it's looking so far. Yours might be better. Because my tongue obviously wasn't quite centre, but it's fine. Now, I may as well start this side. So to the side of the, well, so where we joined it, to the side, I'm going to just neaten this section up and go up to that corner. All right, so grab your black. And we're going to just join it like so. Then we can start with just a chain 1. And then I'm going to go straight into the side of those chains that we started with the black. Single crochet. Single crochet in the next stitch or chain. Like so. Yeah, like that. Single crochet in the next one. Here we go. and then I'm going to slip stitch, and I have actually made it to that corner there. I'm going to slip stitch in there like so, and that's made that neater for me. There we go. Cut that. I might just, no, I won't leave anything longer because it's too much string. Here we go. Pull it through the back. So you can see a gap here, which is fine because we'll stitch that after. Now we just need to do another couple of stitches down there to neaten up this section because that looks like a dog's dinner right now. It's okay. So turn it to the side. Sort of find where that corner stitch is of the mouth. I think it's around about there for me. Okay. Just going to do a couple of single crochets down until we sort of slip stitch into this stitch next to it on the tongue. So just to neaten it up and yeah, just neaten it up really. So I'm going to start with the chain 1. And then, yeah, so I'm going to go straight into the side of these very messy stitches, a bit puckered, single crochet, and then single crochet in the next one. Here we go, we're getting there. And I'll do another single crochet. And if you have to work into the side of the stitches, you know, into the side of the half double crochets or the doubles, it's fine. So that's a single. And then, let me think, sort of gauge it. I think I'll do another one because I don't want to pull it down too much. Another single. And then you can see now, if I lean across, I'm going to be able to just slip stitch into the side of that back loop on the tongue like that. And I think that should be quite nice. Cut and pull through. So that's keeping the shape then that we want to start building on the lips after. Ooh, nice. There we go. There. Sorry. Okay. Right now, I want to do a black border around the tongue. That's nice and easy, isn't it? It's just going to be single crochets. So let's just start with the side. Okay, so where we joined it with that slip stitch there, that's where we're going to add some more black. Here we go. Chain 1. And then you can go in back loops to begin with, especially along the side, because it can be a bit messy looking, I find, when we've been adding yarn and cutting it. So I'm just going to do some single crochets along the side and just sort of, I'm just eyeballing it, just so it looks as neat as possible. So now I think I'm going to go into the 2 there. So it's not a back loop. Single crochet, single crochet. And then as you go around the corners, I know they're not quite that cornery, you can do 2, you know, 2 in the same, just to make sure that your work is going to stay lying flat. And then here we go, coming up then like that, single crochet all the way around. Maybe at the tip. Does it need another stitch? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to do another stitch in there. And again, keep going down the other side of the tongue. I'm just going to work my way all the way around. Okay, it's going to need I'm going to pop one in there and use that as my corner stitch almost and do 2 in that one. So now I'm going to work down the side of the tongue and it'll be a mixture of going into the 2 loops because it's a normal stitch and a mixture of the back loops where it looks a bit messy. So here we go. Single, single. And you don't have to stress too much about counting your stitches to be exactly like mine because we might not have the same. So you can see here that messy part. It's like, oh, what do I do? So I'm just gonna just stick it in like that and it looks okay, so that's fine. Single, I'm almost to the end. And then basically there, I'm just gonna, where we joined the black, I'm gonna pop another single in there and then slip stitch into the side of the black, like so. It's still lying quite flat, that's fine. Cut it and pull through. Yay! And we're going to get to the lips now. There we go.
So now we're going to be making the lips, and we're going to need 2 shades of red. So you need a darker red and a lighter red. I'm going to start with the darker red. And we want to join around, so if you look at your piece, and you don't want to start down here. We want to start round about, I would say here. Okay, so I'll pop my hook in a minute and I'll bring it closer. So I'm going to the right hand side. So here we go. This is where we joined, all right, here, all right, with those single crochets that we did around the tongue. So if you look back, I've got, 3 stitches back, and that's where I'm going to be adding my dark red. Okay, so we'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oh, I've just joined it right in the middle of the long string. Hang on. Whoop. Oh, great. There we go. Okay, sorry. Okay, so to start with, I want you to chain 1. Oops. Oh dear. Chain 1. And we can go straight into a yarn over. And I'm not going to go into back loops. I'm just going to go into the both stitches. All right, both loops. That was a half double crochet. Yarn over, double crochet. And then yarn over. And then, so this is where this is like the join in slip stitch. I'm going to pop a double crochet in there as well. All right. Now, I just want to lean it across, but I think where we actually did the slip stitch is going to need another double crochet before I do that. So double crochet there. Let's have a look. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe what I'll do is in the back loop. No, not in the back loop, sorry. We'll just do a single crochet there next to it. I think that's fine, actually. Yeah, single crochet again. Single crochet. And as we get to the corner here, I want to go into a back loop. And we'll do a single there. All right. There we go. So that's that so far. Right, now. So this is we're going to use, so you might have more stitches, but just get yourself using similar size stitches as me until you get to the corner of the mouth part, okay? So we'll do chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch into those 2 loops there of that single crochet, all right? That's what I'm going to do, just to keep that shape of the mouth, all right? And then in the same stitch, which is that same corner stitch, we'll do a single crochet. So there you go, look how cute that looks. Can you see it? All right. And I do that with eyes as well to keep the shape of eyes. So it's a good tip. So in the next one, I'm just going to do a single. Now I'm building myself up the side of the mouth now. So single crochet, single in the next, and another single. Now I'm going to make them a little bit taller. So as I'm coming closer to this tooth, or as you're getting closer to that tooth, change your stitches to half double crochet. And that has to be in a back loop because some of them, yeah, you need to keep some of that black showing. So if you need to, go into the back loops. So half double crochet, and then I'm going to do a double. I'm going to go straight to doubles. Oops, double crochet. And again, I'm back looping it, I think. It might be the best actually. So that's double crochet. So back loops again, double crochet, and keep going, double crochet, and again, double crochet. Now, let me just pause here a minute. What I want to sort of tell you what I'm doing. So obviously they're the two front teeth, all right? So that's going to be around about our middle part here. So we want the top of the lip to go up around at the tallest point and then down as we get to this section and then back up like that and then back down. So this is, yeah, just so you know what we're doing. So you need to keep an eye on where your middle section is of the tooth, okay? Of the teeth, I mean. So mine's about here. So I've got a few stitches to fill in there. So in that point, we need to bring them down, okay? So I'm going to carry on with back loops, doing my double crochet. And again, double crochet, double crochet again, all right, and again, double crochet.
So roughly here, I've got one stitch either side actually of where that line is. And I want to go straight into a single. Just going to yank it down like that. Because we can keep going over that to exaggerate. Look, see? Ooh, look at that. And then I'll do another single next to it. Why not? Like that. And straight back up into a back loop, doing a double. So straight back up into your doubles. Okay? And you just got to try and get it as symmetrical as you can. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. But just, yeah, do your best. Do your best. So I'm back looping it again. So it's double crochet again. And keep going until you get to this sort of section there where you can start bringing your stitches down again. And when I say down, I mean down in size as well as literally going down. So double crochet, like so. And I think, yeah, I think I'm going to do another double crochet in that same stitch just to help me go around the side like that. Now I'm going to go back down into half double crochets now. I don't think we did many, did we, on the other side? So I'd like to do 1 or 2. So half double crochet in the next, like so. And then I'm going to go into my singles. So single. And I'm going to just do my single crochets until I get to the corner of the mouth again, okay? And you do the same, something similar. There we go. Get a bit more of my yarn. All right. Single crochet. And there's my corner. All right, that's my corner part. So what I want to do is pop my hook in, single crochet, and I'm going to do that little corner stitch to keep the shape of the mouth. So we'll do a chain 1, and we want to pick up those 2 loops of that single crochet and do a slip stitch. There we go, and that makes that little points there. In the same stitch or loop, we're going to do a single crochet, and then we're going to work down this side now. So what did I do on the last one? I can see. Right, so in the next one, we're going to do a single crochet, and you just basically want to mirror roughly what you did on that side, or what we did on that side, okay? So I'm going to go into another single in the next one. All right, then I'm going to yarn over and do a half double crochet. Then I'm going to go straight into a double crochet in the next one, like that. All right, now I'm getting close to where we did a slip stitch, all right, by here onto the tongue. So I might just do a double crochet in that actual stitch, and then I might have to switch. Oh, I don't know, let me just think now. I'll do another one in there. I'll do a half double now, sorry. Half double crochet in there. It can't be exactly the same because, yeah, I can't do it. So in the back loop there, I'm going to do a single, like so. Hang on, let's have a look. It's not bad, is it? So you want to sort of finish it roughly where you finished it, you started on that side. So you just got to keep eyeballing it and seeing what's best to do. But yeah, so I've done my tall stitches there. I think it's fine to just bring it down now. I'm going to finish it here with a slip stitch, and I can, yeah, just go back over it and add to it if I need to. There we go. So cut that. Oh, I've waffled on that part, didn't I? But again, because it's freeform, I'm just doing it by what I think, I'm just putting voice to what I'm thinking, I suppose, and perhaps it doesn't always make sense. But there we go. So that's how it's looking so far. Looking quite cool, actually, isn't it? I think so anyway. So next, what I want to do is just add a little bit more shape to this side here, just to go bring it out a little bit more like that. Not much, just it's only going to be a few stitches, and the same on that side, okay? And then exaggerate this little area there and there. And I think we're almost done. Okay, so we'll start with the right hand side. Now, all I want to do, let's just to change it up, I'm going to use my lighter red. And where we started with the dark red, just to gauge where you're going to join, let's let's join it in the same spot. Why not? Here we go. Yeah, so chain 1 to start with, and then let's get straight into those stitches here. So I'm going to do a single crochet there. Just pull that nice. There we go. Half double crochet in the next. And bring it back down to a single in the next one, and then another single in the next one, and then slip stitch like so. So just a couple of stitches, just to like that. Try and create that shape as well, and cut that. Pop it around the back, and we'll do something similar on the other side. Here we go. So again, you need to try and mirror. So where you finished, you want to start on the opposite side. So that's roughly there for me, like that. So that's why I'm going to join my light reds. Here we go. Actually, I don't want to put it there. No, I'm not going to do light red because I don't want to do it there. We can do just the same sort of shape, but with the darker colour. We don't have 2 flashes of light that side. That's where the light is catching it, see? Oh, I don't know. Right, sorry. I mean, you can if you want, because it is no big deal. So chain 1, single crochet in the next, half double crochet, like so, single in the next, and I'm going to slip stitch where I started or finished on that side. There we go. Cut that, and there. Pop it through the back, and hopefully that's roughly the same sort of shape, which is not too bad. It's about right. So what we want to do is add some light red to the top of the lip here. All right, so what we can do is, if you take your piece, the little tuft there, we're going to sort of pop our hook and join the red around about there, where, you know, you can use that as a guide, so we're similar. So add your reds, start with a chain 1 and single crochet in the next stitch, single in the next, single in the next, and then let's start bringing it up as we get to the top part of the lip. So half double crochet, and then a double crochet in the next one. So that's going to be where my top of the lip is. I'm going to do another double crochet in there, and then I want to go straight back down into a single, like so, and then a slip stitch, like that. So, and I want to do something similar on the other side to create that same shape. Look at that, yeah? But in the dark red. So we're just going to keep the highlights to the right of the lips. Oh dear, I've got the, anyway, sorry, I just unraveled my yarn. Look at that. Oh, it was a mess. Anyway, so grab your dark red. Now, we want to try and work back. So on this side, so again, try and mirror it. So this is where we did a slip stitch. So around about there is where we're going to add the reds, the dark reds. And we'll start with a chain 1 and a single in the next one. Single in the next one, like that. Just move that. Yarn over straight up into a double crochet and another double crochet in the same one. So that's where the top of the lip is for me anyway. In the next one, half double crochet, like so. Half double crochet again, single in the next, and one more single in the next one, and I'm just going to slip stitch. So it's not exactly the same as the other side, but it'll give the impression that it's the same. So here we go, cut that, there we go, right. And all we want to do now is a black border around the whole thing, apart from the tongue. So we'll start on the right and finish here on the left with our black yarn. So grab that, and what we'll do is around about here where we started it all is we'll add our black with a slip stitch, and all we want to do is single crochet all the way around. Okay, so here we go, single crochet all the way around, and maybe as you hit certain points, certain corners or whatever, you might need to put an extra single crochet in it. Okay, so here we go. So, and also like for example here, you might need to go into the back loop, all right, just so you keep some of the red there, because if I'd have gone straight in there, it makes a black gap. So, right, anyway, so be mindful of that as you're doing your border. Now, this is my corner, so I'm going to pop my hook into that little loop that we left, okay, and I'm going to do my single, and I think what I'm going to do is another one in that same corner, just to come round like that. And I'm going to carry on all the way up the side of the lips. Right, so keep on going. Do, do, do. All right, and again, remember, if it feels like it's getting a bit tight, all you need to do is stick another stitch in the same space, 2 in 1. All right, now as I'm going around the bump there, I'm going to pop another one in, just so that it, yeah, for that exact reason, just to keep my work lying and keeping its shape, lying flat as well. There we go. There we are. Now, in the center, in between the lips, I don't want to push them out too far. If I put in too many stitches, it's going to push it out. So you can skip a couple as you get to that middle part. So, which is what I'm going to do because I feel it needs it. So there's a little stitch there, but I'm just going to pop my hook to the side and work my way back up. There we go. And that way you keep that dip without pushing them apart, and it does push them apart because I've done it before when I first started learning. So the tip of the lip there, I'm putting 2 in, all right, and then I'm going to carry on going down here like so. Keep on going. Ooh, we're nearly done. All right. Alright, so I'm getting quite close now to that corner. Actually, I might just skip all that area altogether because it's fine. And I'm going to do a single in there and another one. So I'm putting 2 in that corner bit there. Now I'm down the side. Here we go. Let's work some singles along here. Alright. Yeah, just going to pop one in there. Oops. And nearly done. And then just to finish, I'll just do a single there and slip stitch. Yay! Ta-da! Right, cut it. Pull through. Right. There we go. Pull it through. Turn it around and let's have a look. There it is. That's looking so cool. Yay! Now, just going to get some white highlights and it's done. So get a bit of white, and where we did the red highlights, let's just do a couple of surface stitches, like literally 1 or 2. So pop your hook in around about here, sort of be underneath where that light red is. I'm just going to put it through and do a surface stitch like so, like that, maybe another one, and then cut like that, and then pull it back like that. Ta-da! 1. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like that. And then I'm just going to do another one, maybe round about here. And again, you can just play with it and do your little flashes of white or light, wherever you fancy. Right, here we go. Just going to do surface stitch there. One in there. Cut it. And pull through the back. There we are. Could put maybe a bit on the tongue. What do you think? Yeah, a bit by ear. Why not? Come on. Right. Let's pop a little bit by there. I'm getting a bit overexcited about this. This is quite sad. Right, here we go. Surface stitch there. Da 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 da. Cut. Bump. And oh, the only thing we really need to do is just stitch up those little bits there. Bump and there. See those little gaps? Which we can easily do. Let's do it now. Have I got any long yarn? I do. So grab either a new piece or use what you got. Find your darning needle, which mine has disappeared. There it is. Okay. So put it through. Ba-ba-bam. Right, let me just have a look then. So you don't have to worry too much about this because it's just black coming together, and all I'm doing is just stitching, which if you've come this far, this is going to be simple. Pop it through like that just to make it nice and neat. Put it together. You might have to keep on just yanking out some of the yarn at the back. There we are. There we go. Right, see, that's sitting nice. I can probably put in one by there as well and go into the loop of the tongue like that. There we go. And I'm just going to stretch it across, maybe pull out some of the yarn and do the same this side. Put it through. Whoops. And then pulled it a bit tight then. Like that. Like that. There we go. Is that about right? Yeah, I think that's good. Then just knot it with anything behind like that. And you can do a few extra knots to make sure your work is secure. Get rid of any dog fluff. There's plenty here. Right, hang on, look at that. Right, there we go. And there it is. That's my tutorial to make a fun mouth. There we are.